Do you ever feel like you're capable of more? Like there's a sleeping giant within you, a hidden strength you can't quite access? You might feel stuck, limited by your circumstances, your fears, or the voices in your head that tell you you can't. What if I told you that this feeling isn't just in your imagination? What if it's a distant memory of a power you've forgotten you possess? This is the story of a secret that one of history's greatest heroes knew, and that you, perhaps, have forgotten. This is the secret of Hanuman. In the great Indian epic, the Ramayana, Hanuman is a figure of immense strength, unwavering devotion, and boundless courage. He could leap across oceans, lift mountains, and change his form at will. But there's a crucial part of his story that holds a profound lesson for us all. As a child, Hanuman was mischievous and incredibly powerful. In his playfulness, he would sometimes disturb the meditating sages. One of these sages, in a moment of frustration, placed a gentle curse upon him. It wasn't a curse of malice, but a curse of forgetting. Hanuman would forget the divine strength he possessed. He would no longer remember his ability to fly, to grow, to achieve the impossible, until someone reminded him. He grew up humble, gentle, and completely unaware of the cosmic power lying dormant within him. He was just like one of us, living a simple life, believing he was ordinary. The moment of truth came when the Vanara army, the army of divine monkeys, stood at the edge of the southern sea. Their beloved Lord Rama's wife, Sita, had been abducted and taken to the island of Lanka, but no one had the power to cross the vast, treacherous ocean. Despair fell upon them. It was then that the wise old bear, Jambavan, approached the quiet, unassuming Hanuman. He saw past the humble exterior and looked into Hanuman's soul. He began to speak. He didn't just give a pep talk, he became a mirror. He reminded Hanuman of his lineage, his divine birth, and the incredible feats of his youth. He painted a picture of Hanuman's true self, a self that Hanuman himself had long forgotten. As Jambavan spoke, something stirred within Hanuman. The veil of the curse began to lift. The forgotten memories surged back. He remembered who he was. Ruzolan Korti. In that moment, he wasn't just remembering his powers, he was reclaiming his very identity. He began to grow in size, his form radiating with divine light. The humble Vanara was gone, and in his place stood the mighty Hanuman, ready to leap across the ocean and face down an entire army. The power was there all along, just waiting to be awakened. A coal of the Alice is a woman for rude, and his hardest Nagyafis had been since. In the vows and release chores, the coal was post awake. This is not just a story, it is your story. You too were born with immense potential. Not the power to lift mountains, but the power to overcome your personal mountains of doubt and fear. The power to create, to love, to persevere, and to make a difference. But along the way, we all face our own curses. The curse of a... So how do you awaken this power? 1. Find your Jambavan. Surround yourself with people who see your light even when you can't. A mentor, a true friend, a supportive family member. Someone who reminds you of your strengths, not your weaknesses. And sometimes, your Jambavan can be a book, a piece of music, or a moment of stillness that speaks to your soul. 2. Speak your truth. Jambavan reminded Hanuman of his story. You must remind yourself of yours. Start a journal. Write down your past successes, the times you were brave, the challenges you overcame. Create a new narrative for your life, one where you are the hero. 3. Take the leap of faith. Hanuman had to trust Jambavan's words and take that first leap. Your leap might be applying for that job, starting that creative project, or having that difficult conversation. It's the action that solidifies the belief. The first step, no matter how small, sends a message to the universe and to yourself. I am ready. The secret power Hanuman knew wasn't just his physical strength. It was the power of self-remembrance. He had to be reminded of who he was before he could do what he was destined to do. You are more powerful than you remember. The ocean of your potential is vast, and the island of your dreams is waiting. Stop looking at the waves of doubt. Look within, remember who you are, and take the leap.